Hey you, yes you. Did you know your chances of getting attacked by a shark on land is extremely low but never zero? In fact, studies show you're significantly more likely to be crushed by a vending machine than attacked by a shark. This might be true, however, unlike vending machines, sharks have been vicious apex predators for millions of years, meaning if you come face to face with one, you'd be more screwed than an Alabama girl with 6 cousin brothers. Meaning it's up to me, your host, That Chalk, Slayer of Quantavius the Cosmic Devourer, to say, hello and welcome to How to Survive a Shark Attack. First things first, get a boat. You can't expect to fight a shark if you can't go where sharks are, so embezzle some funds from your job and get one. You're probably thinking, but Chalk, wouldn't the best way to survive a shark attack be to avoid the ocean at all costs? And to that I say, nice try, fish breath. You ain't getting out of this beating. With a boat beneath your feet, it's time for step 2, arm yourself. If you're like me, your first thought was probably a gun. Can't blame you really, but guns are pretty much useless underwater, so we'll have to rely purely on melee weapons here. It's pretty hard to swing weapons underwater, so you'll have to bulk up. Luckily, the That Chuck workout tape is perfect for this occasion, and it's cheap as dirt, too. After 2 hours of intense training and then 2 weeks in the ICU, you'll be ready for the next CD in the case. Now that your job has fired you for embezzlement and the hospital sends you $300K in debt for the 3 months you spent in the ICU, it's time to actually buy a weapon. This might be the hardest part, yeah, with all the debt I just got you in, but don't worry, just go to your local knife store, pull some hair off your head, put it on a weapon of your choice, and they'll give you a nice discount for the inconvenience. Now that you're sculpted like a Greek god and have your mighty trident, it's time for step 3, set off. Unimpound your boat and set sail. You'll want to sail out into open water. Something I forgot to mention that you'll want to amass a crew. These could be anyone, namely anyone who says yes. The first time I set sail, my crew consisted of 3 prostitutes, a police officer whose family I kidnapped, and a child I tied to the mast. There's quite a bit of BS to go through to get to shark territory. Harpies and sirens are as plentiful as they are easy to distract. How do you distract them? You throw your crewmates at them, of course. Once it's down to you and Zoro from One Piece, you're gonna face a few obstacles. First area is the Calm Belt, where you'll fight multiple Sea Kings. Once you see those guys, send Zoro after them as a distraction, so you can get the One Piece. Wait, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, right, the sharks. Step 4, fighting the sharks. Now that you're in shark territory, you've probably realized that you don't know how to fight a shark. Luckily, we have an expert here on board by the name of Jotaro Kujo.
Mr. Chuck, we can't use Dr. Cujo for the section of this video. Our contract with him only ended a few hours ago.
Are you serious? It's the most important part of the video.
Have no worries, sir. I've been on a boat plenty of times beforehand. I got this.
Okay, man, I'm trusting you with this, but don't screw it up. I pay you in McNuggets, and we both know that you are not a real lawyer.
Hello, everyone. Shark's lawyer here. Sadly, Dr. Cujo could not be here to be able to give us insight on his expertise surviving shark attacks, so I will have to step in for the remainder of this segment. Step 1 is to not engage immediately with the shark. Most sharks you'll engage with actually are great whites, so instead of a normal mauling to death you'd expect from either a bull shark or a tiger shark, you will instead be killed with an exorbitant amount of legal fees for assault. Step 2 is to not engage the shark with just a knife, as they will always bring a much larger weapon as this one shown, especially if you're going up against this shark here too. Now for step 3, all you need to do is...
Dude, you're ruining the video.
Alright, I'm sorry, Mr. Chalk, I'm sorry. Alright. All the steps given before you happen to have failed you, you still have one last resort actually. An ace up your sleeve, as you youngsters say. Make love to the shark. It's easy as that. Because all transgressions before you, in between you and the shark, will be easily forgiven. And you can go on to live a happy life with your newly found aquatic lover. See, folks, violence with these creatures isn't all.
Sorry about that, he goes off the deep end sometimes. Anyways, you might be thinking about staying on that boat and poking the sharks when they emerge. However, I do not tolerate cowardice. We're going from femboy to femman. Do a diving elbow dive into the water. Look that fish bitch in the eyes and begin the fight for your life. You're probably wetting yourself because the last minute of this video is spent filling your head with utter nonsense. Don't worry, your toned body will be able to tank a shark bite. So while they thrash you around, drive your trident through their head, and congratulations, you have successfully killed the shark. Now just swim up into your boat, put on some band-aids, and head back to land. All that's left to do is to get out of debt and put your life back together. And while you're doing that, I'll find out what to do with my lawyer's body. Kinda sucks. He was a really good lawyer. Complete misstep killing him. If only I could bring Hey guys, Chalk again. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can see my next video, How to Resurrect the Dead. Make sure you do nothing you saw in this video, and once again, I've been your host, That Chalk, and I will see you next time. Oh, and in conclusion, the beach sucks and the land is where it's at. Goodbye.